right, Mike Becker. What time is it?
It's Morphin time.
Boom. That's right. It's Morphin time. What's going on, everyone? I am Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Hope everyone is doing well on this Thursday. It is the Thursday night chat. We're going to be hanging out talking comic books and TV shows. Before we get to that, though, let's hit that intro. It's Tuesday. What up? I just decided to just go ahead and bring everyone in.
That's the way to do it.
Just might as well just do it.
Just come in like a wrecking ball.
Right? I came in like a wrecking
I didn't say sing. I just said
I'd rather you sing it. Don't listen to Rob.
We got Mark from Legion Comics. We got Dan from Blue Hellion Comics. Rob from Rob's Fat Sacks. What's going on, guys?
Just living the dream, man. Living the dream.
I'm living a dream. I just haven't figured out whose nightmare it is yet.
Right.
Definitely not mine.
That's awesome. What'd you say, Dan?
I'm being fat and sassy as ever.
I love it. I love it. Before we get any further, I want to say thank you to my presser, comic_book_pressing, for sponsoring the channel. I just sent him a bunch of comics to press before the con here in a couple months. If you guys ever need any books pressed, consider Eric at comic_book_pressing on Instagram. Thank you also to the amazing people at the 616comics.com for sponsoring the channel and the monthly Burke Box guys. Check out the website, the616comics.com, for exclusive variants, regular comics, and more. And let's see here. I need to add this in here really quickly. I thought I had it in here. There it is. Thank you to the channel members. Oh, no. I need to delete something first. Hold on.
Don't delete it. Just
well, you know who you are. Thank you.
Hey, if you're a channel member.
Here it is. Wait, hold on. This is good. I think I got it now. Thank you, guys.
Now I want to know what you deleted. What did you delete?
I deleted an old 616 Comics ad that I put over the top. Thank you guys so much. Everyone in the family tier there is entered to win, again, that monthly Burke Box sponsored by the 616comics.com. Everyone in the friend tier and family tier, a link to their Instagram or YouTube is in the description of all of my videos. Subscribe to them, follow them, and support this amazing comic book community. And last certainly not least, if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. There's an affiliate link below. Okay, we got lots of awesome people over into the chat. What's up, Oregon Wine? Today's stream is dedicated to you again, as always. Big DC fan, big supporter of this comic book community. Awesome person, battling leukemia right now. Everyone send your thoughts and prayers to Oregon Wine. Yo, what is going on, Ruby G? Got your books displayed right here. Going to be up there for a while. I like to display what people give me up there for a long time and talk about it all the time. So if you guys
if I send you a Playgirl magazine,
no,
you'll display it up there.
No.
That's not what you said.
So if you want some comics, like if you want some commission covers, consider White Tiger CCC. Ruby G is an awesome dude. Berto, what is going on, sir? I was jealous of that Power Rangers comic you put into that Power Rangers chat today. That is sick. Sound is not working on a laptop. Oh no! Get some headphones, bro. Kenneth Bird, what is going on, sir? How you doing? Dale, what is up, sir? How you doing? Hope you are doing well. What's going on, guys? What's going on with everyone here in the on the panel? How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's almost Friday. It is almost Friday. What's up?
Some places it's even closer to Friday than others.
Yeah, it's true. And Mark's part of the world, he is 1 hour closer to tomorrow.
Yeah, it's super late.
No, he's 3 hours closer tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Just put us on the TV. There you go.
I see what you did there, Rob. Rob, how about the War Dog is back? The War Dog is back. Or should we save this for in the morning?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I watched it, but I'm like, okay, great.
I'm excited.
It feels like
Probably
right now it's kind of gotten their TV has gotten kind of stagnant for me, but that's fine. I'm still watching it.
Comes in waves. Comes in waves.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any comics that you guys want to show off that you guys got this week or recently?
I got the
I haven't
pictures, but I
read
mean,
it.
there's only a couple of cool things in there, really. I think.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Well, I had the Miles Morales, but more importantly, there was the 1 in 25.
Hmm.
Why is
And I
it
did
more
really
exciting?
dig because it's 1 in 25.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a better. What if it's a worse cover?
Sometimes
It is, but it's sometimes still worth more. But this was a pretty good cover. It's the second printing of the first issue,
Yeah.
but it was a pretty good looking cover. So I went ahead and said,
Look at
I'll
that.
subject myself to the comments about a second print. Venom was off to the side there. Peach Momoko wasn't a bad looking cover for an unfortunate series. But the Harley Quinn romances.
Harley Quinn.
I mean, you just can't pass up a good pun like that.
Mm-mm.
And of course, the facsimile.
Was that the only Harley Quinn cover you
Yeah.
got? I know they had like
Yeah, that was the only one I
logo.
got. Just that one. And then the last thing I had that came in was from the other week, but they come out slower because it's a Dynamic Forces, the Virgin variant for issue number 2.
Oh, David Nakayama.
Nice.
That man's so busy these days.
Oh, no doubt. They had the foily, the beautiful foily Power Girl, but I was like, they wanted a little bit of much money for that, for a cover buy. That's it. Other than that, I got a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to show off right here because it's in the garage, but I got some slabs that I recorded an unboxing for that'll pop up at some time.
And if I'm not mistaken, you did a video on shipping, right?
I did. That dropped today. Yeah. There's a lot of people have watched my videos and they hear me bitch and complain
Yeah, we
about
do.
shipping as I'm unpackaging the packaging. And so I felt it was time to let people know why they're doing it wrong and show them how I do it.
You showed him who was
My
boss.
My
in it.
hassle-free, very simplistic, hassle-free. So when people get your packages and they open them, they have minimal that they have to undo, and it's still well protected, and they'll be talking about your books and not talking about,
Your package.
yeah.
I did a video on that, and it actually did. I think it actually did pretty well. I got a
On
couple
Rob's
thousand.
package?
I assume that yours will do well.
The first thing I did is I took a stance against packing tape. That was my first position. So, and I followed it up with a stance against duct tape too. So,
I love it. I love it. You guys keep giving me crap about it, and I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it.
It was more of just a reference of like when when I started off the video, it was like the holding the manila envelope and a tape gun going, if this and this, are your idea of packing. No.
Right. I love it. I love it.
I'm actually going to follow up in not too long. I am going to do one on shipping slabs because I do have a method of shipping slabs now that is also hassle free. And
Is this those goofy little inserts that you have?
yeah, but I've taken to a tweak to just using them straight. I have a slight adjustment I've made that's improved it.
Well, by the way, they work phenomenally.
Yeah, but now they work even better.
What's better than phenomenal?
Super pendificlously.
That's how they work.
It's morphine time. What's up, Mad Spidey?
That's right.
Oh.
It's always morphine time.
Mark, you got any books this week you want to show off?
Yeah, it was the lightest week in the world, but I messed up last week. Issue 1 of this series, the A covers had to get reordered, so I ended up with a different cover when issue 1 came out. So when the reorders came in the same time as number 2, so I ended up with a number 1. So I picked up my number 2 this week. These feel good; they're like matted. But I got that new Silver Surfer series because I love me some Silver Surfer. Ain't got no clue what it's about. Apparently, new character here, Ghost Light.
Yeah, I ordered one of those as well from Paul.
Okay, nice. I'm hoping it's good. I mean, that last Silver Surfer story they did was great. I like Silver Surfer, and so we'll see. You'll just have to stay to the end to find out. So this is DC Universe Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn, another story with a salad dressing format, 4 short stories, vinaigrettes or something, and touching on Trigon, Renee Montoya, the Question, Firestorm, Beast Boy, Raven, Nightwing. I'm seeing a Titans vibe, but we also get this this new character, first appearance of that doofus right there. No clue who he is.
Of
It's
imitation,
2023 and he's still wearing a mask. What is
imitation
going on?
slaughter.
See, then I was thinking the same thing, Steve. I think that's pretty lazy design, but he's got like the heartbeat thing going on over his face, which I think if they're trying to like make some kind of social statement, they're really lazy with that. But he's not wearing a suit, he's just wearing like street clothes and a hat. But yeah, here we go. This is it right here.
Oh, is that the one?
The 1 Minute War special one
Hell
shot. Yeah.
Dude, nice.
And then I picked up my DC Connect. That came out this week.
He's still molesting that book.
Yeah, looking forward to Joshua Williamson's Green Arrow. To be honest with you, I'm not. I really don't care about Green Arrow like on that level, but I want to read it. I'm going to read it. I'm hoping that he's going to wow me. I like me some Joshua
David
Williamson.
Nakayama cover coming out for that Green Arrow.
Yeah, I don't really dig David Nakayama, to be honest with you.
Huh.
I get that people like him, but it looks like generic, like almost anime computer art to me. It doesn't look bad, but I feel like anybody can draw that. If you can draw, you can draw like he can draw, kind of thing, if that makes sense. It doesn't look bad, but yeah, that Gargoyles cover was cool. But he's doing a lot of those like solid cover, like that Green Arrow cover, the Power.
Yeah, it was
Girl cover.
the single character with a solid background
Yeah.
that matches the costume. That's
Like the
been
design, like the designer variants. They're definitely cool, but god dang, we've been doing them for 5 years now.
well, you can only do so many ASM 300s and Spider-Man 1 covers too. So
Same thing, yeah. It's not that the artwork's bad. It's just like, dude, that looks cool. I don't need it. Yeah.
well, I think maybe it's easy to bang out a lot of covers if you do a very similar style, and if they're gonna and if they're gonna be
put up and just
right, well, or just even
modify
look
it.
like the what is it, that Batman One Bad Day with all the various different villains for each one, and like Common Coley's got the same background and like just changes out the character and it's on the back in front of Arkham Burning. It's like,
that's it.
Dan, do you have any comics that just showed up or anything that you want to show up that you got?
Yeah, I just randomly got a stack of comic books handed to me by a family friend. A lot of them were kind of pretty beat up, but still, so much to me things that I was able to get are this Gold Key Bugs Bunny. This Pink Panther.
Oh shit, dude, that's fire.
Nice.
Got this Richie Rich comic book.
Is that one Gold Key?
Well, that one is actually Harvey Gorham.
Harvey?
Yeah. And Whitman, Donald Duck.
Yeah. Is that a Whitman? That's a Whitman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you stumbled upon some of Porter's Hyde's books. Someone stole them.
Yeah. Well, those are Porter's stolen collection. And then Tom and Jerry bulky.
Nice.
And wound up getting a first appearance of Freddy Krueger.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
And
Nice.
if I remember correctly, through his website, I can send stuff to have Robert England signed. So I'll probably wind up going that route with that.
I think your Burke box should be there tomorrow or Saturday because I shipped it out yesterday. Priority for you. So.
USPS website says tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to have time to do an unboxing.
Hell yeah. And I'm pretty sure that Karate Kevin shipped out the art like the same day or the day before. So they should arrive right around the same time.
All right, cool.
So, because I gave him your address. So, is that it? Is that all your stuff?
Yep.
All right. I don't have anything new, but everyone else keeps showing us off on their live streams, and I took a picture of it. I decided not to get them pressed or graded because I just don't think that they're going to come back 9.8s. But I decided to show them off because everyone else keeps showing theirs off. And you know what? Gosh darn it, it is time for me to do the same thing. So, what do we got? Kingdom Come. 1 through 4. So,
Are you going to be coming to hang out Monday?
is it this Monday?
It's this coming Monday at 8 p.m. real time. So that'll be tough for you.
That'll be tough for me because usually I'm hanging out with my daughter. But I'll try. I'll definitely try. That means that I need to reread it this weekend. So
I'm really excited about it. I don't think I've done a single like Kingdom Come discussion since been doing YouTube, but like it gets talked about often, you know.
Absolutely. What's Kingdom Come?
Oh,
well, Mark, TM Nerdy wants to know.
He knows what it is, that bastard.
Oh shoot! It's an Elseworld story, kind of based in the future, about what would happen if Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, really it's Superman, decided not to be a superhero anymore, and then they have to call on them to come back because
it's the return of the old guard in an era that has progressed past them.
Yes, and it's phenomenal. The art throughout the whole thing from Alex Ross is incredible, absolutely incredible. Show me the way, big DDB.
You know what's crazy, Steve, is if you look, and we might be jumping ahead here, but the Superman Legacy announcement that was attached to the DC rollout.
Yes.
You can go and look because there was a full-on private press announcement that was held one day before the public release.
Right.
In that press announcement, Peter and James were in front of the media answering questions and stuff, where they just gave us that 5-minute video. They were actually fielding questions. And one of them about Superman, they gave a little bit of context and detail that the story is going to be focusing on him balancing his two heritages of Krypton and Earth, and also how somebody with his old school view and morals and values translates into a modern society. And that's literally Kingdom Come, which goes back to why James Gunn posted that Kingdom Come image a month or so ago, you know, like how can I still hold these morals and values in a society that's progressed past them? And such a great question and execution in that book.
I've heard that they're looking for a 25-year-old actor to play Superman, so that way he can play him for 15 years.
There you go, Steve. You can do it.
I'm well past that. I'm 35 now. Well past that. 25, man, I can't even imagine. You know, one day you're out there playing basketball with your friends and you see your daughter just learning to walk, and the next thing you know, you look in the mirror and you're an old man. And
next thing you know, you're slipping a disc trying.
Hey, Burke, you know what?
Oh shoot. So okay. So that gets us to DCU, Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. I'll be completely honest. When I saw the list come out, and I put this in the chat, I saw the list come out. I didn't see the video. I saw the list come out. And I'll be honest, I was pretty underwhelmed. Now, it did get a little bit better when I watched James Gunn's video, when he talked about it. You know, that got me a little bit more excited to hear his thoughts on it and everything. But still, I feel a little underwhelmed about, you know, the Chapter 1. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Obviously, we can't get every single thing that I want right out of the way. But
I think a lot of what you want is there, to be honest with you.
Well, I definitely want Superman. Like, obviously, that is the biggest thing that I want.
No. Like, do you remember? Like, you watched the video. Like, I've dissected his words in it at this point. And one thing he says is, "This is what we're willing to tell you now. This is not all of Chapter 1."
Sure.
So a lot of the stuff, like, we know Lobo's coming. They have not officially announced that, but we know Lobo's coming. They didn't announce Lobo. Doing something like Brave and the Bold and having it introduce Damian, that means Dick Grayson is already Nightwing. We don't have to go through the Robin years. They can just let that be known. You know what I'm saying? So Nightwing's there. And the fact that they're doing like Nightwing, for God's sakes, Dick Grayson could be in the Cow. Like the story that he said that he's sourcing from, at least for the tone and style of it and everything, you know, was a time when Nightwing even put on the Cow for a while. So Dick Grayson is going to be a big part of that movie, I'm sure.
I hope so. I really, really hope so, because Nightwing is like obviously one of the top 10. Like,
dude, he's top 3 at DC right now in comic
well, at
books.
DC, yes,
Easy.
I agree.
Yeah, he's King Kamehameha right now at DC Comics.
Sure.
It gets on
So
the
I
last
was a
page.
little discouraged at first, but it was better after watching the video. Mark, it sounded like you were pretty jacked and stacked and ready to go when you saw the video and the list.
Dude, Jacked and Stacked is right, because every announcement they made, I just thought about like how I've spent the past year collecting comics. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like I have all the keys associated with these drops minus Action 1 and
Hey,
Technical.
who has first Suicide Squad? That guy.
That guy right there.
That's
Amanda
right.
Waller, first Booster, first Swamp Thing, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
He's got first booster as well.
Yeah, a lot of people do. That's a great book to have. But I'm just sitting there laughing, like, bro, like I get it. I get why these, but I'm not selling them, you know. But it's nice to know. I've been saying for the past 2 years of posting videos, I'm shopping DC keys while they're affordable. People shop where the market is not. And as of yesterday, that market just got hit with the inflation balloon, and I was ready for it. It feels good. It feels good.
Hell yeah.
Now when they announced the Adam Strange movie.
Boom.
There you go. There you go. Rob, what did you think when you first saw the announcement?
It didn't excite me in the same way because I just don't really care all that much about those announcements this far out in advance, to be honest.
That's fair.
It's because a lot of things will be in flux and in change. And well, I'm hopeful that I still have to go by a track record, right? And so far, the track record is not great. So show me first, and then I'll start to get excited. Now, I some of the characters, and the stuff at first I was kind of like, oh really, but then I started thinking about it a little bit, and I go, no, you know what, that's cool, because Marvel did the same thing. They didn't bring out the part of that was because they didn't have control over them, but they didn't trot out the hottest characters. They made characters that became hot from it. And so DC can absolutely do the same thing. The one thing that jumped out as me that I think is going to be the absolute most challenging to them is this concept that they want to have the same actor portray that same character throughout all media. So whether it's animated movies and television, whether it's live action TV, whether it's live action movies, they want to have the same continuity throughout. That starts to pigeonhole yourself into situations where you're bound by people's schedules, or else you're having to put in their contracts that they have to work around your schedule first and foremost on very long contract deals, many picture and appearance deals. And you have to have very young individuals who don't know yet how that's going to stifle their creativity, being stuck in a rut playing the same character over and over again. But then they get disgruntled and over time because they get tired of playing that same character for the most part. So I think it's going to be a challenge for them. Yeah.
They announced one movie that's animated, or one project that's animated so far.
Right.
Future Commandos.
But over time there'll be more, I'm sure. But even still, it's just a slate of anybody. If you're gonna have this guy appear on TV, you're gonna have him appear in a movie, you're gonna have him do this. It's always gonna be the same person. Unless you're knowing ahead of time, well, you have them on shooting one thing, you're having them shoot other stuff and bank footage for other stuff here and there, which you can do. But
the animated DC films that we already get, I wonder how this is going to affect that, because they didn't touch on that at all, did they?
It'll either be clearly labeled Elseworlds, or it'll also have to be they're going to redo all that stuff or all the new stuff that comes out will be tied to this new universe.
Well, we're in the Tomorrowverse in the animated films. That's what the DC animated current timeline is called. But I wonder what they're going to do about that because they didn't touch on that at all.
So
Dan, what did you think?
Overall, it seemed like, at least from initial thoughts, I thought it was kind of underwhelming. With the general vague announcements as a whole, but overall, as a newer collector and reader of comic books, I'm most excited for the new Swamp Thing movie. Just because it will actually go more along the lines of the horror side of Swamp Thing as a character. And
Yeah.
granted, I loved the cartoon show that was on back in the 80s and early 90s. But we'll be able to see the darker side in a visual film format is going to build my anticipation even more.
Well, and I think they saw the success of that Werewolf by Night, like 1 hour. I don't even know what you call that episode.
It's called what was
a one shot.
Yeah,
just a one shot, like little short film. I guess it's longer than a short film. You guys know what I mean.
No, it was a short film.
It was great. It was fantastic. It was one of Marvel's best movies.
Phase 4 entries.
Yeah, just overall, just phenomenal. It was fun. It had action. It has a horror element to it.
A horror element.
And it was just
Loose
great.
women in there, Rob. Real loose women.
It was good.
Get a wrench and tighten them up.
It was good. And obviously we know that Swamp Thing has I feel like most people would agree that Swamp Thing is probably on a different tier than Man Thing is. And so I feel like he's more recognizable. You can bring in John Constantine as well. You can do the whole Justice League Dark thing. There's all sorts of stuff they can go with that. And so, the more I thought about, the more I was excited about them bringing him in to the DCU. So,
of all the name drops that had occurred, the one that actually got me the most excited and perked up was when they mentioned that, Peacemaker would be showing up in the in some of the other stuff with the Suicide Squad or Amanda Waller or stuff, and that would kind of say, okay, good, we're not going to abandon this, something that actually really, really worked, and was freaking amazing. We're going to go ahead and find a way to make that carry over somehow, whether or not the series continues on its own or not. At least the character will to some degree. So,
what are some of your guys' Go ahead. Sorry.
If I remember correctly, there's rumors floating around that they're going to have Keanu Reeves come back and reprise his role as Constantine.
Move on from him. You're muted, Mark.
You are completely muted, Mark.
From what I saw post the announcements is him put out a statement saying that he's still down to do whatever, and that the rumors are that they're going to try to roll the character over to the Swamp Thing stuff. But so at this point, it's all speculation, really, But I think that'd be a good place for him. I don't necessarily want to see him start off in the Swamp Thing movie because James Gunn said that they're going to be looking at the horrific origin of Swamp Thing, and then today shared on Twitter where he's sourcing from Alan Moore's run specifically, which obviously where else would you source?
From the run that I'll write someday in the future.
That'd be a good one.
I pulled Booster Gold when it first came out a long ago in the universe for a way looking. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. I felt like for me, outside of the Brave and the Bold and the Superman Legacy, Booster Gold looks like it'll be just fun. And to my knowledge, that's going to be a series. It's got to be on HBO Max, right? It's got to be.
Yes, it's an HBO Max series.
And they're going to be able to move him into the movies as well. I saw a fan cast today for Glenn Powell as Booster Gold. You guys know who Glenn Powell is? He was in Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, as
Bagman. Yeah,
Bagman.
Bagman. Yeah, he'd be awesome. That would be a great casting. Yeah,
awesome. He's got a lot of energy. He's got that look to him.
Yeah, he's got that cocky arrogance, and he's got the pretty boy look.
Yeah,
That'd be perfect.
He would. I feel like he'd do well. I feel like he'd also do well as like a Hal Jordan because it's kind of a similar, type of character in terms of the cockiness and all of that. And Lanterns, that is exciting, and that is another. I think it's going to be another HBO series, correct?
Yeah, in the style of True Detectives.
Okay.
It'll be terrestrial based with these space cops patrolling precinct Earth, where they'll discover the nefarious plot that have been running in the background of these films up to that point.
So, which of these do you know, Mark, are for sure films? I'm assuming
We got 10 projects announced. It was 5 and 5. So the films are as follows: Swamp Thing, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Brave and the Bold, The Authority, and Superman Legacy. That's all DCU. Obviously, the 4 that are coming this year as well. 4 in 1 year.
And so that means that's Creature Commandos, Waller, Lanterns,
Paradise Lost, and Booster.
Wow, so they're doing Wonder Woman not as a movie. That is interesting.
Not necessarily Wonder Woman.
Go ahead, Rob.
It's about stuff going on. And they said Game of Thrones on Paradise Island.
So I think that this is going to be Hippolyta. You might get to see Wonder Woman formed out of clay, but I think that that'll be like the end game for this series. And I wonder how many seasons they would attempt to even do it.
That would be good. You
Yeah,
don't need to do a lot. Just like maybe
That would be
2 to
fun.
3 seasons would be just enough, and then you can end it with essentially
Molding.
boom, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and
all
you
the
could bring her
strife-
in anytime. Like you
Yeah.
could set that Paradise Island like in any time. 1,000 years ago, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever.
Timeless, yeah, timeless, yeah. So
Yeah,
I think
You
it'd be
can,
cool.
you can have them
It's
fighting
called
the
Par-
Atlanteans. You can have them doing all the.
Yes. Yes. It's called Paradise Lost. They hit that point where they have to send this emissary out to man's world because they're lost. So she has to be the end
Right.
game here, I think that that's a fantastic idea because these characters, these aren't unknown characters. And in that press conference, James Gunn referred to the Trinity as his diamond characters. He has these diamond characters, these household names, these tentpole characters, and he wants to use them to elevate some of the lesser known characters and stuff. So he's trying not to burn them. He's trying to space them out. And that's why we're getting stuff like The Authority and Booster and Supergirl. Like these are great stories that can be told. And you have the chance to really wow the general audience with a brand new character they're probably not familiar with. And it fills time gaps for those diehard fans that are just ready for this universe to be going 100 miles an hour, be 5 years in and waiting for like the big first like Avengers moment, but I think it's going to be well balanced, but it is kind of running a risk, like running these smaller characters. If they miss, you're talking a lot of money you're losing.
I hope they don't rush to try to do the Marvel thing of getting them into like a team up thing. I'm perfectly fine. Go ahead and run them in the shared universe, an occasional crossover here or there, or mentioning of things that are going on that are so they're all together. But we don't necessarily have to rush to get them all to team up together to do some big bad or something.
Well, and they can like bring in other characters in these shows and movies. Like they can bring in.
You just spin off one into the next thing, go something else. Now we're going to go tell this story. Just tell me some good stories.
Well, yeah, he confirmed, for example, that Lanterns is John and Hal. We've got John Stewart and Hal Jordan, but there will be other Green Lanterns in it, just focusing on those. Superman Legacy.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, to see Green Arrow in that Green Lantern series either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little cameo.
Yeah, I mean, even in there for just like one episode,
I think them pushing that, you're running the risk of what Rob was talking about is these long-term contracts. If you want to cameo Green Arrow and Green Lanterns, yeah, it'd be cool. But where's his premiere project waiting for this actor who's now in the weeds?
Sure. So they could just name drop too as well.
Yeah. I want a car. Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone.
The Arrow Cave. Wait, I mean the Quiver.
Yeah, the Quiver. Yeah, Harley. Wait, why didn't you call it the Quiver?
Well,
that was so good.
I'm excited to see.
It was right there the whole time.
I'm excited to see how they do it with the Flash movie, like how they do it at the end, where they specifically say that this resets everything.
They're not going to say it. They're just going to show it.
They're going to show it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Did you
no.
read Flashpoint? Did you watch Flashpoint Paradox?
Get out of here.
Did
Get
you
outta here.
watch Apocalypse War?
Yes.
Did you now think of how Apocalypse War ended with them all sitting there half dead,
Yes.
missing limbs, half cyborgs, and tears in their eyes, the end of everything coming and buried
And
us.
he has to go back and reset it again.
They
and
don't
do
even
another
talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to talk about it. Like, we can't go out like this. And Barry just looks up, gone, and just
Yep.
all right. And that's
I remember.
You remember a couple of weeks ago, Rob, I was talking about this. All they need to do at the end of Shazam, post credits, have a scene where they're all like outside, the whole Foster family's outside having a picnic, and they hear like a rumbling, and they just look up, and the camera pans up over the city, and you just see like a white light overtake everything, and it fades to white. You know, and then do the same thing at the end of Flash. Have him run, and you see him hit the flashpoint.
The end of Aquaman. The end.
Yep.
Well,
and
you know, and I've heard conflicting reports. Is Aquaman 2 the last Aquaman movie, or are they going to do an Aquaman 3?
We don't know. They didn't say.
I mean, because I've heard that they were going to do an Aquaman 3, but then how would that fit into this new universe? You know what I mean?
First off, James Wan said he never wants to do more than 2 of these when he was making the first one. So I think it'd be perfect if they'd end it with this one. And there's nothing listed for Aquaman in the near coming future. So it doesn't really matter. Like, even if they are going to do one, God, you're looking at like 5-6 years from now at best, probably. And James Gunn in that announcement said Aquaman will lead us right into phase 1 of the DCU. So I don't know. I think that they might have done a little bit of reshoots just to try to continuity it post Flashpoint, maybe. Because I'm pretty sure that any kind of stuff that they're doing after Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, they're going to want it to be the first hints of the effects of the Flashpoint. You know what I mean?
What's up, Marcus? How's it going, man? I don't know anything about Green Lantern, but Lanterns and Supergirl are what I'm most excited about.
I mean, you wouldn't, again, like, you know, all the stuff that you take somebody like Momoa, you know, it's maybe great as Aquaman or something, but how was he going to look? You know, it's hard for these actors to stay in that shape for that long, you know, to sit there.
Yeah, for him, it's probably genetics.
Well, no, I don't know. Have you seen him on some of his appearances lately? He looks a little more like me than he does like a superhero.
I saw him when he got that phone call about 5 days ago now, when he got off the phone with Peter and James, and he looked like a freaking lumber snack.
Oh, I just saw the ones where he's walking around in just his little Hawaiian, you know, leather underwear, whatever. And he's not as ripped as he once was, but
no, he's not. But he can get in shape.
No, you can't. But my point is that, you know, as you get older, it gets more difficult for all that fun stuff, and you want to get a younger actor, and that'd be, you know, there's another opportunity to go ahead and you end this one, move him on. You want to be able to bring him back later after a reboot as a Lobo or something. Great.
I thought he was cool as Aquaman, but get a classic blonde-haired 6'3". Get like whoever the hell it is that plays Reacher. That's Aquaman.
Alan Rickman.
And you can introduce them in your Paradise Found at the end of Paradise Found or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I like that's literally how Aquaman looks in the comic books. Add a beard or long hair here and there, but he's
just don't give him a harpoon for a hand.
He's off the juice.
Ironically, Alan Rickman played Aquaman in Smallville.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do. I'm really hoping all this stuff is profitable and does well and people like it, and you know, because you know, that last thing we need is for the DCU to fail. But
they have Peter Safran in place. That's their ace in the hole. But kind of like with Kevin Feige, it doesn't matter who your executive producers are. When it comes down to it, Feige has final call.
Yeah. One of the keys will be the deals that they sign with these actors to control costs over a period of time, and if they can keep themselves budgetarily in check and not get carried away with effects budgets and everything else, and it's going to help you to be able to, you don't have to make $1 billion to turn a profit, you know.
Well, and I hope that they make it more colorful than what Zack Snyder did. Like, I love Snyder's movies, but his were not colorful. Like, Superman's movies were not bright.
You know, the Superman, the Snyder movies were a little bit different than Aquaman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, and he was Hawk in Titans. That is true. That is true. Phenomenal in that as well. When does that come back?
What, Titans? Never. It's
No,
done.
we're only halfway through the season though. They've shot the whole season.
Yeah, hopefully they don't ever show it. It was bad, dude. It went.
I know, but I wanted to see the end.
Yeah, it's coming back. I don't know when.
Oh, which version of Robin do we have in Titans right now?
So in the Titans TV show, or are you talking about in the Brave and the Bold movie coming out?
No, I'm talking about the show.
So in the show, they have they've done a couple different Robins. Dick Grayson was the first Robin to start, and he's obviously still in it now as Nightwing. They brought in Jason Todd in season 2, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they brought in the last season, I think it was season 3 or 4. I think it was season 4. They brought in Tim Drake, and he's not technically Robin. He's just in the show, but he's not Robin yet.
Tim with stick.
Yes, that is
Tim
it.
Stick Drake.
That's that's essentially what they've done. But
So Jason's dead?
They're supposed to have Damian Wayne as
Wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't compute. How can you have? You don't follow the story.
Red Hood. Yeah, Jason got killed.
Okay, he did die. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but he got better.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
But,
Put some Tiger Balm on it. He was good to go.
yeah, I think he'll go for a walk. Yeah, same old thing.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that.
But see,
It depends on the movie and it depends on the character. And
I completely agree that like that's like a common practice. But you also have like the things like, again, they're building this whole studio out in a certain way where the final say so goes to Peter and James. Peter Safran is the big producer financial end of it, so that they have that creator control.
well, and I wonder, did they say if season 2 of Peacemaker is now
Waller.
considered Elseworlds?
No, I think that's going to be under the DCU. That was announced under DCU umbrella as Waller. Waller's our next Suicide Squad installment. You know, it goes from Suicide Squad to Peacemaker to Waller, where it's confirmed that she'll be interacting with members of the Peacemaker team.
Okay.
Because you remember how Peacemaker ended with Adebayo calling her mom and putting her mom's business out on Front Street to the public.
And if you've never seen the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker season 1, holy cow! If you want to like a lot of really good laughs, watch that movie and that series. And also, it's just fun and it's just good, and the action's good. Everything about it is
storytelling
really
is amazing.
So good.
We knew it was good the second we saw that intro. I mean, damn.
Taste it. Yeah, I was flying high on that show.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I wish that Henry Cavill could have stayed as Superman, but I also understand now, what they're doing. So I was unhappy.
I wish Black Adam had made a couple $100 million more.
Yes,
Hawkman. That's all.
Hawkman.
The moment I walked out of there, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, see, if it had stayed, this is where I think I would have liked to have gone. If Black Adam had done better, where they weren't going to reboot and blow everything up here, right? Is from there, go and do a JSA movie, but do it like you did Wonder Woman, like where it's go back.
Yeah,
we've introduced this concept to you, show you the history. Shows a history story that took place
whole
back
conversation,
then, and then you can come back to the present time.
How Carter and Kent had that whole conversation about how the two of them have been at it together from the beginning for so long. It's been great to see some of that.
I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been great. Yeah, and the original Wonder Woman was great. Yeah, absolutely.
Scott is here. I'm boycotting DC until they bring in the Spectre.
Well, there you go.
DC.
When you just absolutely gotta have all the power. Expect no substitutes.
The first 15 minutes of Wonder Woman 84 was the best part of the entire movie.
I
Yeah,
think
but only if you
we're
watch
talking about
it
the original.
blindfolded. And you need to be careful because Hoarder's Hyde is legit a Wonder Woman 84 fan, and I'm not saying that just to dig at him.
It was. I mean, I didn't think it's good, but I didn't think it was.
No, I didn't either.
Not great.
Dude, I am a DC stooge, and I couldn't stand it.
What is going on here? My computer's like not.
Hawkman was fantastic.
She got a phone call coming in on the foot phone. She better answer it. Oh, 84 is greater than Batman, huh? Well, there you are.
What is happening?
Proof that opinions exist. Oi.
Can you guys see me and hear me still?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
like
There's
really.
something wrong with my computer. It's like,
I got a book that came in that I'm like super excited for.
You got a what?
A book that came in that I'm super excited to unbox.
What is it?
Maybe I'll unbox it tomorrow on your channel.
Okay.
Of course, I can do it here. There'd be less people watching and save it for later. But yeah, I'll do it in the morning. Remind me in the morning. I'll pull it out.
I will remind you to pull it out first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Say, hey, Rob, would you pull out your package and whip it out? Oh,
Hey,
he's
Robert, first thing in the morning, whip it out.
gone. There's let's see. We lost Steve. So this is the chat that never ends.
I got one for you, Rob. Are you excited for Creature Commandos? Like just the concept behind it?
I don't even know anything about it. I guess it's something similar to the
All right.
Howling Commandos from Marvel, I suppose.
Yeah, basically, but different in a way. You have a lieutenant. The platoon gets taken out on a mission, and he comes across like these creature commandos, literally creature commandos, and he becomes the leader of the team. You know, I think originally it was like your classic analogs for Universal monsters. You know, a Frankenstein, a Wolfman, stuff like that. But it's looking like from we can see a lot of the image there. That's the lieutenant right on the end, but you can see the Frankenstein character, the creature character in the bubble helmet right next to him with the water tank. But they also have Weasel, the from the opening scene of the Suicide Squad that'll be in there, which is awesome. That was creepy and scary and hilarious in that movie.
Yeah, it sounds. I mean, similar. I mean, the Howling Commandos on the Marvel side was like the most recent run was like run by an LMD of Dum Dum Dugan, and then had a bunch of various creature type analogs and whatnot as
same thing,
doing these weird missions and whatnot.
And as Mark the Cuddy Shark said, first appearing in Weird War Tales number 93. Cuddy Shark, do you mind checking for us? See which one came out first, because I honestly don't know. And you know, with this Marvel and DC stuff, there's a version on both sides, and one always comes out before the other. And
I'm sure that I think Howling Commandos is more recent, but
Weird War Tales was like I want to say it's like late 70s. Weird War Tales 93. Yeah, I'm with Wheelchair Superhero 87. I would definitely want more Dr. Fate and Hawkman. Scott just got a Creatures Commando page from Weird War Tales. Oh, wow. This camera looks way better.
I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on.
November 1980 for Weird War Tales.
There we go.
And when did the Howling Commandos first appear? I know that they did a run in the early 2000s, but I believe they came out way before
some of the characters included Brother Voodoo, Gorilla Man, pre-existing human characters from Marvel. Frank is basically a Frankenstein monster, Gorilla Man, Living Mummy, Clay Quartermain, Vampire by Night.
Oh, real quick. So it'd be interesting to see, because you know DC has a legit Frankenstein character. He carries the big sword. He's the big dude, like the red vest and the jacket. I wonder if the Frankenstein that'll be appearing in the Creature Commandos will in fact be that same Frankenstein. Welcome back, Dan.
Dan and I had issues at the same time.
I always have issues.
Scott, check the Howling Commandos over at Marvel. When was that? Quite now he's back.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I think some of the characters existed at various times, but it looks like 2005 might have been when they first got together as
So that one that I was
as
just
Nick
referring
Fury's Howling Commandos.
to. Okay. So I was
Oh.
actually working at my LCS when that one came out. I
No,
have
wait
that.
a second, hold on. The first group of Howling Commandos introduced in their own 1963 book series.
There we go. No, that's not the
No, that's
monster.
just the regular Howling.
Yeah, that's not the monster. That's Dum Dum Dugan
Yeah.
and Gabe and
Yeah,
all
no,
them.
never mind. Yeah, it would be then the 2005, whatever. With Warwolf, Frank, Gorilla Man, Clay Quartermain, Vampire by Night, Zombie, Grog. Yep.
Oh, by the way, Rob, look, just want to get your input on something real quick. Look, in about approximately a month, I'm going to be getting autographs from a couple of different professional wrestlers on a comic book. If I were to, let's just say, screen print a logo onto a blank stuff cover and send it into CBS, how can I get that, verified that I did that on my.
They'll completely ignore any artwork that's on there. So like, even if when I send a sketch cover that's been done by an artist and they sign it and I send it into CBCS for verified, all they'll simply say is that the signature is verified signature. That's the only thing that they're doing. All the artwork, the rest of it, wouldn't be done. And since I usually send that type of stuff in as art, I don't even know, it doesn't even affect the grade. I don't think that, I'm pretty sure that even if you sent in a remark, because I've done some remark stuff, they'll just simply send it again. They're just verifying the signature. That's it. So any art that you put on that white book is just going to be ignored essentially.
At most, they might say sketch on cover at the most.
At the most, and I don't think that, I think they pretty much just ignore it for the most part, but they, I'd have to pull one out and look and see. But but for the most part, it's just all they're doing is they're verifying the signature. They don't verify or authenticate the art itself.
What are you drinking there, Mark? What you got?
This is Finn's sweet tea from dinner that he didn't finish.
Ugh. I was hoping you were going to say something good like cherry limeade or something.
No,
Or like a shake.
No, I don't order anything to drink when I go places. And they got wacky packs from Sonic, and they gave them these big old cups, so they didn't finish them, and I couldn't find my water cup, so I just grabbed that.
You have your Friday hangout tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's my weekend off.
Nice.
Sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
I was just saying. So what it'll say is verified signature, and it'll list who the signature is, and then underneath the ones I have that are sketch covers, they just simply say sketch on cover. It doesn't say that. This doesn't associate that with anybody or anything. It just simply states it as a matter of fact that there's a sketch on the cover.
I bet Mark drinks Arnold Palmer's.
No,
Really?
but I drink water and coffee.
Oh.
2 out of 3 of the things I like to drink.
Yeah, and the other one that Rob's talking about, I don't drink, so I don't consume alcohol. So water and coffee, and then once in a while I'll pick up the kids' leftover drink.
And how do you take your coffee?
Right now, black because I have the
God
Dunkin'
intended. Very
kernels.
good. Good answer.
Like if I
No,
have
nope,
the
that's it. No, don't explain yourself.
Right.
Black is God intended.
if I normally get the Maxwell coffee, the morning roast, it's like you get real big for like real cheap. Just because I drink so much coffee, and I'll put a little bit of what was that caramel macchiato, like just a little splash in there. It's real. It's really. It
See,
tastes
now
really
you're just
good.
making yourself terrible. You were good right when you said black coffee.
Is it true that coffee like makes you have to go poop a lot?
No, it's true that caffeine has that effect, and there's a lot of caffeine in coffee.
Coffee makes you pee.
It does do that. Very potent as
It's
well.
a diuretic.
Diuretic. What do you got?
By the way, Rob,
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was saying, I like a little bit of coffee with my creamer.
Yeah,
I
no.
like a little bit.
My grandmother or my grandfather would smack anybody that stuff. It was black.
Dan, are you off next Friday?
Tomorrow, oh, yes, but I'm not sure about next week's schedule yet.
Okay.
Why? What's
Because
up?
we're gonna hang out next Friday in Kansas City if you want to come down.
Steve, have you looked into the possibility of coming to Heroes Con yet?
I've talked about it, but I've not really looked into. When is it?
June 15th.
Hold on, let me look.
That's the
I know
that's
it's
the travel
fun.
days. I think it's the 16th, 17th, 18th.
Let me look. Hold on. Charlotte?
Yes, sir.
Pretty soon I got to start gathering up the list of people who are confirmed. I start tracking it. Be time to create a spreadsheet.
When did you say it was? June 15th? June 15th?
June 16th, 17th, and 18th. That should be the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We actually have some books coming out next week, Rob.
Yeah, no, I've talked about going to visit my family in Oregon this summer. It's been 7 years since we've been visiting there to see our family.
So what's another year? How many years has it been since you came and visited us?
Well,
I mean, we're going to be in the same place at the same time, no less.
it's about been as many years as the person is that's backstage.
Is it Ruben?
I'm waiting for them to turn on their camera so I can bring them in.
Is it Panda?
Waiting on them to turn on their camera. I don't want another.
Bring him in. Let's see the dick already.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Okay, hold on.
Hey, Panda.
You gonna make me big or what? I told you in the private chat.
Dude, I had to go on my phone because my computer crashed. Okay, so I'm doing the best I can. All right.
Okay, so figure out how to make me big, and then. God, you were on your phone.
My understanding is that we can't make you big anymore. That you've gotten yourself a little smaller.
Wait,
It's
hold
the
on.
AIDS.
You made yourself big. Good job.
AIDS.
You did that.
He's got AIDS.
No, the AIDS. You know, it's
okay,
got to call it the
alright.
AIDS.
The AIDS.
The AIDS. You guys want to see the AIDS? Here it
Show us
is.
the AIDS from the back.
Oh.
This is dedicated to you, Marcus.
I hope he's still in the chat. What's up, Marcus?
Oh my gosh. You are like
See, that was at
Oh,
59
that's
minutes.
Dude,
Mark.
he-
Got it.
he-
Thanks.
take
need
it
another-
off, Brad,
I need
don't
another
care.
super chat.
Oh my god. You guys are too much.
Oh, if you didn't know, I'm
Goodbye,
bald, by the way. If any of y'all
horses.
didn't know,
His
this is
new
why I wear
physique is
hats.
incredible. Panda's new physique is incredible, man. You look like a new person.
I feel like a new person. I've been working out, doing all that stuff. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, let me get what's it called? Goodbye horses off. What circumstances was on? That was for
Are you
you,
gonna get
Marcus.
them off, or are they gonna get you off?
hold on.
Oh, they did both. That's why we got to say goodbye to them. They're too much. What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude?
Living the
Long
dream.
time no see. I'm glad to see you, man.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up, chat? What is
Dan
going
and I were
on?
messaging each other today.
Take it off, or I don't care, Marcus. I will see you next Friday, sir, and you can try to take it off.
Right?
With your teeth. No hands. No hands.
Oh man, there's so many socks in this thing. Like, god dang. Oh, Marcus, I don't know how you do it, man. It's got to be genetics. Nobody. Okay,
Wow.
well, you get it.
Organ One's comment. I'm not gonna highlight it, but you gotta look at it. It is pretty funny.
Sounds like you have examined him closely. I have. Every time I see that BBC, I'm just like, oh, it's Marcus. The British Broadcasting
Oh my
Channel, of
goodness
course.
gracious! This is
British Broadcasting Channel, of course.
This is something different. This is something different.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my pants. Found them.
Okay, so
How's everybody doing?
we were just talking about Heroes Con. So you can get a flight and a hotel for basically $700 to $800 per person.
Okay. For what now? Heroes Con?
Yeah, but that's getting there on Thursday. So you're there Friday, Saturday, and then leaving on Sunday. Let me see if I can change it to. I don't know. I feel like it'll be around right around that same.
It's a question. Also, take a look and see what it costs you just to fly instead of as a package, because the hotel's got the hotel pricing, if they still have spots, is pretty damn good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get through PlanetCon here in 2 months first. A month and a half. Here in a month and a half.
Yeah, but the number of people who are going to be there at that versus from the community versus the number of people who are going to be at Heroes Con
no.
is just going to be completely different. That's why I declared I did this for Mark. It's not because they're coming from me; they're coming from Mark. But I declared Heroes Con very early,
The community con.
months ago, as being this is what I'm going to do. We're going to make this one it, and I declared it for myself, and then we just started building it from there.
Yeah, I appreciate the support on that, Rob, because I've been I was pushing for it last year, and people had already hit other cons. I'm like, dude, this is literally the only one I can hit, and it's just a legit Comic Con, and it's a big Comic Con, like it's comic books.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Because what it got me was especially with you, Rob. How many times did I call you while I was at Heroes last year?
And I was on a cruise ship, I think, at the time too. That was the worst part.
Yeah,
horrible.
I called him at least 10 times a day, and couldn't even reach him half the time. I'm like, dude, I know you need these books, and they're still at prices.
I was trying to watch on the cruise ship, and I had a 2-minute delay between when I was typing in the chat versus when you guys would get the message. Poor Chip, going back and forth.
Bro, hell yeah. Comics by the Bay just got his tickets, got to decide on the hotel. No, it's not a decision on the hotel. You just need to go book the Westin. 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 It's the closest hotel to the con.
Go to the Heroes Con website.
And go and top left. It'll say hotels. Hit that and you can get the discounted rates.
Yeah.
That's where all the creators will be. That's where we'll be. You can find myself, Pops, the whole crew, all of us, every morning having breakfast down there, charging up before we go kick ass on the con floor.
How is your dad doing, by the way?
Gravy train on biscuit wheels, other than not. Yeah, he's not doing too good.
That's why I asked. I saw the post. So, darn it.
Mm-hmm.
excellent. That'll be cool, Matt. Will be there. We have we still believe that Chris will be there. Right now, he's leaning that way. So
The Chris,
no
the
DJ. Comic
Chris,
vet.
the
Yeah.
what?
Comic vet.
The comic vet.
That's right. That one right there.
The Chris.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he does a little show with me. Does a little show with Mark.
Yeah.
He does a show with a lot of people.
Yeah, and he does his own show too, and
And he
who do you
shops at
have on-
Walmart apparently.
who do you have? Yeah,
A lot.
yeah.
We're there once a month.
Who do you have
Next
on
space is that.
Saturday?
This Saturday we have Switch Comics coming on.
Okay.
He's taking the day off from working at at his comic book shop to come on in. He's going to show off some of his stuff. We have a little special clip that he's also put together that we're going to show on the show.
Who is it? Switch?
Switch Comics, yeah.
Yeah, I just recently met him, I think, hanging out on Chris's stream.
I'll be right back.
He seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yep. He's been working on his big wall of comics and stuff, and
Dude, it's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Other than the angle, it's hard to
Yeah.
really soak it all in.
yeah, it's when they're along your side. It was the same way that who used to do it. Oh God, I'm trying to. Caps on Comics was the same way. He was in a narrow room, and it was like along the side.
Yeah,
and
but
it
his
was like
wall will make you throw up. It's
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Caps was awesome. How's that guy been up to?
he took a break and he was
took
going
a
back
break
to
too?
school. He was going back to
Mm.
school at the same time, I think, and there was several other different things last time. Because I remember when he disappeared, a lot of us were reaching out to him trying to figure out what was going on, make sure he
Oh,
was
yeah.
okay. And then he finally chimed in and he was like, "Oh, dude," he said, "Man, I took a break. I looked at myself. All of a sudden, I was bombarded with all this stuff." And we're like, "Oh, well, at least look at it this way, man. You know that people cared enough to check in on you, right? As opposed to
Yeah.
you disappeared and nobody even noticed." Right?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Because I mean, when I looked at my IG messages the other day, I mean, I checked them one day, but then I hadn't checked it in I don't even know how long. And then to see all the messages that people had sent me during this time that I was gone, it was just crazy, just mad love. It was awesome.
For the record, Nick filled a bunch of us in early on. I don't want to say a bunch of us,
Yeah.
but a couple of us early
Yeah.
on. Like, all right, well, we're just going to give him some space.
Well, no, and I appreciate it, and I know Nick and Burke were kind of the go-to guys to see, and I know I had messaged you a couple times, Mark, and but it's just this break really was something that I needed. I mean, not only for my physical health, but for my professional health, my professional career. I've been focusing a lot more at work. A lot more people have gotten eyes on me, and a lot more people are talking about it. So it's just,
Oh, so
it's
now
been.
so the new body, more eyes on you. I'm hearing that you got a modeling gig then.
I do. I'm
Sears underwear catalog.
I'm back to player size. That's why.
Nice.
Oh man, I'm excited for
Y'all
next
thought I
Friday.
was a threat before. Oh no.
Hide
We're
your
gonna be like
wives.
Clayton Crane. We're gonna keep you away from the ladies.
Yeah. It's so funny though because I don't know. I'll tell this story backstage. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun. Trying to lose all this weight and everything like that. So,
How have you done it?
I am I am now 3 pounds away from saying I've lost 10-pound babies or 20 preemies. I am so close to saying I've lost 100 pounds. I'm like
Nice.
right there.
That is amazing, dude.
What have you done? What has been your method of weight loss? Is it really been cocaine?
Yes, that mixed with depression and a lot of just
Self-loving.
throwing up. Yeah, that was self-love actually. It was
Oh.
you shouldn't be this big.
So
Your parents don't love
down,
you.
You're almost down 7 stones. That's very good.
Oh, yeah, that means nothing to me because I don't do
No, but it's
stones
fun
or
to
metro.
say.
How many
Oh, but it is,
cubits
yeah.
Is that, Rob?
Pardon?
How many cubits is that?
A cubit is a measure of distance, whereas a stone is a measure of weight.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
And what
actually
distance is a
correlate.
cubit?
Yeah.
It's about that far.
It's from your
So-
elbow to your fingertip, the average.
Yeah.
How do you know what the average stone weighs? I mean, how did
No,
they
no,
average
stone
that
is
out? It was
14
just,
pounds.
This is pretty heavy. Oh, okay.
It's 14 pounds. Yeah.
Okay, so bowling ball. I got you.
Yeah. A
I
men's
lost
bowling
how many of those?
6.9 so
Yeah.
far.
Okay. Nice.
Look at you doing that math. Look at you. Look at you, Rob.
He's
I
got
did,
it.
I did it earlier on the calculator when I said it. You've lost nearly 7
Oh,
stones.
okay. Because I was about to say I'm not that
Don't give
kind of
him way
Asian,
too much
nor
credit.
do I play video games. So.
Literally 6.94. What? No, I just remember it.
Repeating.
Short-term memory isn't gone, just my long-term memory.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Comics by the Bay. Thank you, Oregon Wine. You guys
That's
are
awesome.
great.
I was joking. we were
Oregon
joking
Wine,
about
man.
that.
I have been praying for you every day, man. Praying. Jason, you too. Everybody, man. I just hope everybody's good. Everybody's filled me in with some things. So I would definitely like to reach out to you guys sometime and talk with you guys, of course. Maybe do some backstage shit, because I know, Jason, we only got you out one time and you were completely naked. So I know you're down for it, Jason. So we should do a backstage hangout shit. I mean, stuff. Damn. What show am I on?
We've already busted from the start.
Oh, you did? All right. Well, then we fucking got this. All right, cool. So, Oregon Wine, man, you just reach out, man. I got you. Dude, Jason never could figure it out. Dude, you always know, man. What was it that he called himself? The slickness from Kentucky or some shit like that? Or the Kentucky Slim or something? I can't even remember. Oh, man.
You can lose up to 3 stones with aggressive relaxing.
Yeah, he's gonna show us all. He's gonna show.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it all.
I'm gonna wear my gray shorts.
Oh God, please don't. It's so cold. Do you really want that? That's
I'm gonna
your
look to see.
That's your George Costanza. I was in the pool. That's your moment. If you really want to wear the gray shorts next Friday, that's fine.
I'm gonna look to see
It's
what
cold.
the weather's gonna be like.
Cold
We still
that you
haven't
should be
decided
proud of
when
your
we're
dick that
meeting or
day.
where we're meeting. Becker said something about blue koi, but I don't even know what that is.
It's kind of like the
Well,
blue
it's obviously a
oyster.
koi pound.
It's like the blue oyster, but colder, bro.
Yeah. Blue Oyster Club. You don't know?
I don't
think-
eat
Man.
oysters.
I think Rob gets
Dude,
that.
they will
Dude,
pack your cheeks to the max. It is
He
crazy.
said, I don't eat oysters.
You don't need oysters.
And then he said he's going to pack his cheeks.
Yeah, dude. That's why Becker wants to
Steve,
go. They pack your cheeks
just
to
Google
the
blue oyster,
brim,
bro.
dude. To the
Okay,
brim.
it's gonna be too cold
The
for
Oyster Club is
shorts.
awesome.
It's gonna be too cold for
It's
shorts.
never too cold for shorts at the Blue Oyster.
Yeah, never. Because you know what? At the Blue Oyster, you're always going to be doing the YMCA.
You know, the best part about wearing shorts is you can always say you're not wearing pants.
Okay, so it's noodles and
Oh, there you
dumplings.
go.
It's noodles and dumplings.
Oh
Chinese comfort food.
no! That's exactly what we call it. That's exactly what we call it at the Blue Oyster.
I'm talking about blue koi is what you guys were suggesting.
No, we're talking about the Blue Oyster Club. But it's funny because the way they promote the Blue Oyster Club is the same way that they do this blue koi.
Oh my god.
Get all the noodles and dumplings over here. Oh my god. You'll
keep by
get
a
splashed
bunch
with
of good
soy
little
sauce
boys.
everywhere.
Oh
Yeah, I'm off the clock in terms of trying to control people. I do that all day at work, and I'm about done with that. So I'm kind of just letting people
Let it
just
Goodbye, horse.
go a little crazy because they haven't been around all of us in a while. So I figured I'd just let Panda be himself. So
He's back.
yeah, he's
Look who's back.
Ooh,
Back again.
my sides hurt.
Panda's back.
I'm so filthy. I'm
I'm
so filthy.
afraid.
I'm so filthy. Yeah. I'm back. I'm back slowly. I'm gonna check IG tomorrow. I got some time. Tomorrow I'll be on at week's end at some point. So because I had to take my kids to school, so I'll probably leave it running while I take my son, and then I'll come back and do whatever. So,
Oh, the Friday hangout.
yeah, of course, man. I'll be up.
Hell yeah. You have been up early because you texted me this morning at like 7:30, which I was shocked to see.
Well, it's because my daughter violently woke me up, going, "Wake up! I'm gonna be late for school." And I was just like, "Okay."
All right, I'll get up. I'm up.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Well, it became a me problem when I found out she couldn't drive at 12, which was surprising to me. I
Wow.
was just like, "Here's the keys, just go."
Here's some money. Catch a bus.
Panda, we were talking. Hey, what's up?
You got a bike? Know how to ride a what? Pedal? Good.
Yeah.
There's 3 feet of
flat
snow
tires,
out there. I don't care. You should have thought about that when you missed the bus.
It's just all gonna be her fault. Oh, what's up, Burke? What'd you say?
We were talking about our favorite announcement from the DC Universe announcement by James Gunn. Was there a particular project you're looking forward to the most?
I haven't heard anything. When I dropped everything,
No.
I mean I dropped fucking everything.
No way.
So
Mark, read the
I
list
did. I
again.
swear to God.
Read the list
Let him
again.
find it on his own.
Oh yeah, let me do the homework.
Can you just play the? Oh man, you can't. Hold
Wait,
on.
can you share screen, Mark?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pulling
you
it
can't. You
out.
can't even because
I'm
he's on his
pulling-
phone, right?
Yeah, but he
I should be able to.
pull
I'll
it
be able
in.
to add it, I think.
Yeah, you should be able to pull it in. All right, let me share the screen here. Do. Share screen, share screen, share screen. This.
Is it ready yet?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I really should be on this side. This is my good side.
Ready?
Oh shit.
James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. And Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love, that resets the entire DC universe. Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly to our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other Lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters.
Oh,
The
give me
Authority are a group
Grifter.
of superheroes
Give me
who
Grifter.
think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about, a very dark story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
Okay, so lots and lots of promising projects coming up. Awesome.
You know what?
Super excited about Superman. I know the Henry Cavill thing is pissing a lot of people off, but my gosh, for him to do that storyline of Superman, like that's gonna be really cool. Trying to bring it all together and bring up a new Superman. I mean, Henry Cavill was great, but yeah, we need younger actors that are going to be able to go on with James Gunn's plan because, I mean, Henry Cavill can only keep up that physique for, well, I mean, they've got good steroids, so I mean.
Rob was talking about that actually, how hard it is as you get older to maintain that.
And
yeah,
also,
I mean, look at The Rock. The Rock is absolutely juicing.
People
So-
keep saying that, like, Henry Cavill is a generation Superman, and if you think about it, he is. He definitely is. He was last generation Superman. It's been like a decade. Like I love Cavill as Superman. I would not have minded him continuing. I would have loved it, but I am super duper excited for the possibilities of what's coming.
Yeah, exactly. I know that he didn't exactly address exactly what's canceled. Like, I know he was saying that Shazam is going to tie in pretty well with the Flash movie. Flash movie is going to restart everything, but
Shazam's always been in his own little corner, so that ties in well. Meaning, like it just doesn't touch anything.
Yeah,
right, and that's what I'm saying is that I think he's going to keep Shazam and Black Adam, those two proper. No, you don't think
No,
so?
I don't think so.
Even though he said they were off in their own little world.
Yeah, like that.
'Cause I thought that was alluding that was another universe.
No. So he started it out by talking about how it's not a secret that DC's been very separated, and they're here to bring it all together. If something is off in its own universe, and he addressed Todd Phillips the Joker, Matt Reeves the Batman, and Teen Titans Go, it will be branded as Elseworlds, and anything
also-
moving forward will be
What I
branded
didn't
as
catch-
Elseworlds.
What I didn't catch the first time I watched that is that he also said that Swamp Thing will not be connected to the DCU. I did not notice that the first time I watched it. I noticed it this time. So that means that's going to be an Elseworlds character as well, which is a little frustrating, but
It is, but at the same time, I hope they do Swamp Thing awesome, because I wanted to check out the last Swamp Thing series, and I heard nothing but good things about it, but it just didn't get enough traffic. That's why they had to cancel it, right? It just
after
didn't
one
have enough
season,
viewers.
didn't they cancel like after one episode? They canceled like the next season, or they decided not to have another season after just the first episode, whatever it was.
How many episodes came out?
So real quick to your point, he said it's tonally outside of the DCU because he's doing Swamp Thing as a horror film.
Okay, I heard outside of the DCU.
It'll be tonally outside, and then after he talks about that, he moves on to talk about how he wants the creators and the creatives on these to be able to work their visions in them and them to feel unique.
Okay,
so Swamp Thing, he's going horror with. He said tonally.
Okay, all right, I dig it then.
Yeah, because I thought I heard that what you just heard the first time I watched it, and I went back and I'd watched, like I told you, I've dissected that video.
So
one thing I did catch this time that I didn't catch before is, to Rob's concern about the voices, he says usually the voice actors will be cartoon, so they're already not trying to overcommit to that.
Well, those are new characters except for Weasel, right? The ones that he introduced the first time, like the ones that they were talking about with animation, or they are.
Yeah, so all of the characters you see on there, Weasel is the only person I don't believe that's actually a part of that team. But as far as having seen them in an actual DC film or television property, Weasel's the only one on there that has appeared anywhere, and that was in the Suicide Squad.
But that team really does exist in DC, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
we're just...
Weird War Tales number 93 from 1980.
Oh, okay.
And there's
Weasel was put in there. That was Weasel James Gunn's character, or made up character for the movie?
No, Weasel's in comics, but Sean Gunn, his brother, played him in the movie.
Yeah.
But
Sean Gunn plays so many of
he played
Rocket Raccoon.
No, that's Bradley Cooper. He played
no. He played the green screen guy behind Rocket.
Oh, I got you. But he also played Calendar Man in the Suicide Squad. The two inmates that were cussing at and fussing at and picking on them.
Yeah,
that was Weasel,
right? Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, the one that took over after Yondu, that has Yondu's fin. Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah. Kraglin, that's what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff coming. Dude, like I'm
excited.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow being just straight adapted as a high sci-fi adventure. Like, that book is literally out of this world. It's wild. And even when he showed the Swamp Thing image, that image is from Swamp Thing's Winter Special from, like, I think 2017. It's a Tom King written story as well. Seeing them lean so heavily into Tom King, because I talk about it heavily on my channel, how the stuff that Tom King does, especially his maxi series, the way that he lays out the panels and stuff is done heavily, like in a cinematic method. Like, where this stuff,
I was about to say, it's script. It's basically written like a script, except now you have pictures associated with word bubbles.
And depending on how,
I feel like these are storyboards that are being pitched to. Look at.
Oh wait! Oh, I should have this. I should have this on standby. I'm glad Steve just did that. Hold on. Edit avatar. Bang, done. Here we go, Steve. There you go, buddy. How ironic. But yeah,
Tom King sucks. Tom King sucks.
Tell it to his Eisner Awards.
You know, I don't like all of Tom King's stuff, but there are some things that I do like. The last one that he came out with, the bank robbery one, I can't remember.
Oh
that
god damn,
Batman
Killing
story.
Time. Killing
Yeah,
Time.
I didn't think that was too much for me, or I didn't really like that one too much, just because I just wasn't in the mood to be reading that way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was looking to read light, and I went heavy into that, and I was into page 3, and I was like, too many fucking words, man. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you know
gonna
what
put
it
this
was?
away
They
for a
kept
sec.
timestamp. You remember how they kept time stamping everything?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that was all for a reason. That was the reason behind that is the actual turn of that story. And it's only a 6-issue story. I would heavily recommend pulling that series back out and putting it on your desk so it's there when
Okay.
you're in the mood to read one. Worth it. Worth the timestamps
Okay.
through it. Because there's
I'll
a very
definitely-
specific reason that just flips the story. You're like, holy shit, you just made this guy badass? How'd you do that?
Okay, all right. I'll definitely give it a shot. It was just too much for me at the time. So, what's up, Rob?
I gotta bounce. I'll talk to you guys. Mark, I'll talk
okay.
to you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning, dude.
Yeah.
Bert.
Thanks, Rob. We'll see
Hey,
you later. bud.
I gotta go
Hey,
too,
Bert,
guys.
I do have a quick question though. I was thinking about starting up a YouTube channel. Is there something that is something in the way that I could do that would help me? Some tool?
Yeah, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. There's an affiliate link below. I would love it if you guys decided to use it. And if you're going to, hit that affiliate link below. It costs you the same. I just get a little kickback.
That's just awesome, man.
Nice.
I mean, this guy. I mean, he's got that kind of knowledge. I mean, I bet he even knows where to get your books pressed.
Yeah, thank you for asking. There's this guy named Eric at @comicbook_pressing on Instagram. If you guys ever need any books pressed, consider Eric. And use promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you on your first order. I just sent him a boatload of comics, including a $500 comic book. I'm excited for him to press it and send it back to me so I can have it for the con.
Is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
It is.
But what if I don't have books?
Yeah, so if you're looking for books, I would definitely check out the 616comics.com. It's an awesome website for exclusive comics, regular comics, ratio comics, statues, CGC books, and more. The 616comics.com, best online website for comics.
I mean, this is knowledge you just can't get everywhere. Burke, I mean, can somebody support you in some way to let them know that they appreciate you?
Yes, you can. You can hit that join button below and join this fine group of channel members. And we have the supporter tier as well. Everyone in the friend tier and family tier, a link to their Instagram or YouTube is in the description of all of my videos. Subscribe to them, follow them, and support this amazing comic book community. And everyone in that family tier there is entered to win that monthly Burke box, again, sponsored by the 616comics.com. And our good friend Dan from Blue Hellion Comics won this month's Burke box. He should have it tomorrow or the next day. I'm excited to see him unbox it.
That's crazy. Well, I think my work here is done. So
Thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate you. I love you, brother.
take it easy,
In the
guys.
mail.
Later, dude.
Later, Rob. All right, yeah, I gotta go too. It's already 10:40 here, so
Yeah, I'm
I'll
about to,
be. Say what?
I was just saying I'm about to end the stream here pretty soon, anyways, because I got to go to bed. So
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, sir.
It was awesome hanging out with you guys, letting me do my little ode to circumstances there. That was fun.
It, don't worry.
I hope someone screencasted that. That's all I can say.
Bro, I already clipped it. It's already loaded up in my StreamYard.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
that's great. I can't wait to see what that's going to be used for.
You'll see it in the morning.
Before you go,
Dude,
Panda,
Steven.
before you go, can I just say something really quickly? It's
Yeah, what's
great
up?
It's great to see you back here. I know you're not back full time, but it is great to see you, especially considering today I checked my YouTube app and I hit 2,900 subscribers today.
Whoa! Congrats,
Only
dude.
100 away from 3,000. So I'm appreciative that you joined of all days today. I appreciate you, sir.
Hey, it's like kismet, man. Fucking kismet. Chat, it was so good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much. Biggie, Oregon, you guys rock. Steven, man, all of you guys.
I'm excited for next week, sir. I'm excited to hang out with you.
I know.
Get some food, maybe get some comic books and hang out, dude. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, you think that's what we're doing at the Blue Oyster is getting food? Oh, you'll be definitely fed. You'll have your fill.
You guys are too much. You are too much.
Yeah, well, you definitely get a mouthful.
Y'all have a
I'll
good
tell you
night.
that.
It has definitely been fun. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to hop off here as well.
Okay, well, how about we just end the stream then? I appreciate everyone
There
for
you
hanging
go.
out.
Bye.
Dan,
Bye.
appreciate you coming on, sir.
It's been fun.
And thanks to everyone for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga, it's Morphin time.